Hello, folks. Welcome to the one and only Triton Cup 60. I am Spy, aka the Karen, joined here by the lovely Peachy, and we have the two teams Honu versus Papi churro, battling it out, and the first match is gonna be on Humpback Pump Track. Ew.
Yeah, this map is it's very interesting. It's very one-sided once you get control of that zone, and unless you can force the team wipe out, it's going to be a real challenge taking control.
True, and I feel like you as a CJet player, you would really like this map on Splatoon 2 because you could just spam Stingray. Was it Stingray? Yeah, I think it was Stingray.
I don't want to say I'm evil, but like, yeah, I'm pretty evil for that one.
Okay, I kind of guessed that. But yeah, I feel like this, like, Rainmaker is better, but even that is kind of weird because you have, like, one cheese. It's definitely better than some of the other maps.
I think you mean Clamblitz.
Clamblitz is fine, but I still don't like it.
I mean, there's like, you have to force yourself into a pit of death to even try to put clams in. It's very nice.
Yeah. And also, I just don't like this map in general because it just feels kind of awkward traversing it because it's so wavy. And I don't like it. But yeah, we are gonna be going into it right now, and I'm wondering what comps these teams are gonna pick. We see a Splash and Enzap, Splatana Wiper Deco, a Slosher, Petrodulies, Tri Nouveau, Enzap 89. Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. And VJet.
Like, I mean,
yeah.
These comps are interesting. I really like that VJet pick, especially with the new buffed vac and marker. But I don't know if it'll be enough to carry through those missiles from the other team.
Oh, definitely. I mean, because I've seen a lot because of like VJet recently, because I feel like people now consider vac a valuable or a usable special. I'm still not sure if I really would call it that because it's still kind of easy killing someone with you know, the vac already equipped. But yeah, Enzap 89 is also after the recent Super Jump buff. It's really cool. And also, while we were talking, Honu got an early lead of 69, and Papi churro is kind of leading up on that with, you know, a really good opening after that one push done by Honu.
Yeah, we saw Papi churro struggle just a little bit in that opening push, but they really quickly were able to come back, group up, and take that zone, and take the lead as well.
Yeah, I feel like now it's really valuable for them because, you know, Honu got the tactical lead, they also got the super jumps, which are kind of trying to paint over the zone, but it's also not enough because some of them were destroyed. And yeah, now Papi churro is really catching up on Honu because they have a really big lead, but Honu's kind of trying to counterplay on that. It doesn't really work out for them that much. We see one person already went down, two people went down, but now it's kind of neutralized, but it still isn't enough to kind of overtake Papi churro, and yeah, they keep that zone, and I don't think Honu will be able to lead up on that. Yeah, that's... We got one pick, but that was not enough.
That's just the beauty of Humpback zones, you know, that once one team takes control and they have specials online, like we saw that Honu or Papi churro had the missiles and the crab online, they were able to just kind of block them out and make sure that that zone wasn't going to be kept. And yeah, they held it through the whole time in one solid push.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of hard getting back on this map. That's also why I kind of don't like it. But yeah, as I said, it's definitely better than some of the maps we have right now.
I mean, I don't know if round 2 is going to be any better. I mean, it's going to be Mincemeat zones, so I don't know if that's really better or not. But
speaking of the devil. Also, if we do get to a game 3, it's going to be Hagglefish. And I really didn't like Hagglefish in this meta right now because Inkjet is just way too strong on it. Like, you cannot counter Inkjet on this map because it just gets the height advantage so much. You cannot reach it, and I feel like now that Inkjet is kind of balanced and like it's more fightable, I feel like Inkjet won't be that much of a pain and Hagglefish will be more playable now.
I mean, just remember, Nintendo fixed Hagglefish. People talk about Wahoo pull a whole lot, but nobody talks about that Hagglefish pull that they put up. That's the real MVP.
It's not that iconic.
But like, it like completely reworked the map and made it actually viable. Or at least that's what they want you to think.
It's not really the reality, I feel like. But yeah, we have Mincemeat again. Maybe we're gonna see Super Jumps again. I will definitely look forward to it.
I'm kind of hoping to see Pencil, actually.
Pencil? I mean, it has a niche on like 2 zones maps, I think. I don't think it will be that much picked, but I feel like we could see VJet again with the ink back. I mean, maybe they could just kind of go into mid and just suck up any ink, and it's kind of a safe place there because you know, the ink and like the suction radius was buffed once in like a few patches back. So maybe it could work. It's still kind of, I'm still kind of doubting it because it's still an ink back. But maybe with a little sparkle of hope. What I also think many people overestimate with ink back, you know, they said it could insta zone, it can insta cap zones. But I feel like it's still a problem. First of all, it has to fire the shot first, which is kind of hard when people can counter you. And second of all, reef sliders in the game. You know,
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna see a reef slider. I kind of hope we do because it has a really good niche on zones.
We had dark tetra dualies like the last match.
Do you think we're gonna see that again though?
Maybe. I think dark tetra dualies could definitely work here, especially because there's no
arrows,
pole
right?
in mid. There's no pole in mid, so I think they could work. Or is there a pole in mid? I don't think so. This is zones, right? Yeah, this is definitely zones. Oh, Tri-Stringer! Okay, that is also cool after the last patch. And also we see Splat Dualies and Tetra Dualies and an Octo Brush.
I really like the comp Honu's bringing. They have a lot of like pure aggression on this team, so I wonder if they can push them back.
And I mean, we don't really have that many specials that kind of... Wait, I mean... Yeah, no, I feel like these specials, like Tacticooler, isn't gonna be that... Oh my god, was that a double suction bomb kill against 2 people of Papi churro? Okay, that was
Looks
cool.
like it.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel like Tacticooler might be kind of interesting in this because it doesn't really counter any of the other team's specials. I mean, we have Crab Tank Reef Slider, and they're not really that focused to kill except for maybe Crab Tank.
Looks like both crabs here do get punished pretty aggressively, actually. They just both went down really fast. Kind of made
yeah, as you said, the comp of Honu is really aggressive. The Papi churro is able to pick up it. It's a 3v2 situation right now. And the people of Honu are trying their best to keep the zone neutralized and maybe cap it, so they do, and they also get a penalty on Papi churro, which is also really important in this early game because no team really has like this winning lead right now. We also see a tri-strike going off on the Crab Tank.
Now, looking at the comp of Papi churro, the bow here I think was a little bit weird, just because, like, yeah, it got buffed in this recent patch, so it's more viable, but his paint's not nearly enough to make up when his teammates go down. Like, Bucket is kind of paint negative, so you're only really working with your Splash-O-Matic and N-Zap here, and they're both struggling to get in, just because of the Octo Brush and the Tetra Dualies constantly diving in.
Okay,
so that he goes down.
Yeah, and that was a Tri-Stringer direct right there. And also, I feel like with the Tactical, it could actually make up for the lackluster pain of the Bucket and the Tri-Stringer because they can just get back into the action immediately. So I think it could work, actually, especially because we just saw that sick direct by the Tri-Stringer. That it kind of proved everyone who was thinking, oh, maybe Tri-Stringers were kind of wrong. But of course, it's just one pick, so it's not that match deciding.
I mean, Papi churro is here, proving us wrong. I mean, they have Honu on the back foot, and they're keeping him at a constant disadvantage, because we still see that Splash having Crab. He hasn't popped it quite yet. He pops it now, and it just shuts out the other Splash, or Dualies, and not let him push in.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that was definitely a really good, like, the Dualie tried to counter Crab, but it didn't really work out. And I feel like with the Octobrush, I feel like its inconsistent damage output really hurts it a lot, especially when it's using, you know, the Zipcaster, so I feel like it couldn't really do that much with its Zipcaster, and I feel like that was also why, you know, Papi churro went out in this game. They were able to constantly, counter the Octobrush because whatever it tried to do, like, tried to push on the side of the left car, and they were able to immediately punish it while it was in the air. So I feel like that is just kind of the mix between Octobrush's inconsistent damage and, you know, Zipcaster being kind of unreliable and predictable. I feel like that just kind of made Papi churro really pop out in this game.
Yeah, Papi Churro had some, like, 2 amazing games there, you know, and they're here to win. And even if they have, like, a little bit of a rough start, they always find a way to come back and just start walling out the enemy team. And they don't really give them a chance to retake anything. No space, not even the zone, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, so that was certainly really interesting, and I love the diversity in the comms, gotta say. I feel like what the teams are kind of doing here is really great, and it shows how other comms besides like ballpoint and stuff can also be viable.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, dualies have been incredibly popular ever since, you know, kind of dually got buffed a little bit, and
Mhm.
you know, it was kind of found out that was really good. And it also fit the kind of meta place that we're in right now with tactical and everything. But yeah, folks, I think we're gonna go on a short break. We're gonna wait for the next match to start. And yeah, we're gonna see you in a bit.
Yep, see you then.